Hello all, Dr. Fox back here with you with our hair down today with Miss Mora. We got some end of patch notes, a small to-do list if you will, that's going to be popping this week. We'll get into this one, don't we? Dr. Fox back here with you with the weekend update. Decided, you know what, I'm going to put some hair down today, why not? It's getting there. I still got to do my hair procedure, but my scar's a lot less predominant now. I've been putting a lot of vitamin E on it. So I think with that, we're just going to kind of get into this. We've got our end of patch notes, of course. We've got some end to-do list of items and goodies. As we've mentioned there was the mythic and the achievements that had come out that we had talked about last week as well, that go along with trying to get your mythic mount if you want that. There's a vicious mount, but the vicious mount does come back. Valor points, those before they turn into little bits of gear, you can either turn those into gears, get some gears, and you could send that over to an alt in that form or fashion. Just a few things like that. What I've been doing myself is just tidying up some really old content. I went back to TBC and I finished up Blade's Edge. I even looked up and I found a few rare drop recipes, alchemy recipes, that were rare drops off the lower left hand corner of the Blade's Edge in that little darkened forge area where these like fiery sort of rock type elemental types, not like the fell ones that we see, but they were like all flamed. Those had a rare recipe drop for me. I couldn't believe that. I think I did it like 2 afternoons and it popped. I did the Mechanar one. I finished up the storyline in Netherstorm. That took a while. Whew. And then there was actually one quest that was difficult, even when you take your gears off and you try to redo or try to attack a character. I have to like turn my character sideways, go over, do like a quick punch, and then pull him away. But you gotta pull him away fast and hit the button. If you pull it away and don't hit the button right away, it kills them again. And you're like, ah! So, and I had to do that. That was my ranged main, and I hit. I'm so excited. I've been trying to. I've been drudging through the Ugala. I finally hit Honored after forever. The Ugala rep. I finished a couple other ones, and then I remember after finishing Netherstorm, they have that quest, kind of like what some of the later expansions I remember too does a lot with, and you'll have to go like into one of the dungeons. And then I got up and I did Shadow Moon Valley. I think I'm up to like chapter 4 of 8 right now down in Shadow Moon in Old Outland. We're not talking about Shadow Moon Valley of Draenor. But I just finishing up a few of those old things. I've been working on some of that. I've been just plugging away at my rep. My rep is at 94 6 ago, and I know that with the new major patch 6.2 dropping Tuesday, I'll be able to start plugging away at that new rep coming in Eternity's End. And so that I really only got to pick like 5 more. I got to actually go back and do Argent Dawn. There's a couple more alchemy recipes I got to get from that. I had to run through Mechanar. I actually looked it up. They said it drops generally on heroic. I went through normal and I got to like the second to last boss and 2 of them dropped. I was like, wait, what? So I got my recipe for that. I've been just tidying up a few recipes there. There was one from some like warlock characters down in Shadow Moon Valley that I had to grind for a bit. Even a couple of the world drop recipes, the blue ones even dropped, ironically enough. So, yeah, Jesus, sleeping. I know, it's our poor ears. We've been treating her poor ears, and we're trying to be so careful. Poor thing. I know, baby, I know. I know again. I know. Mama I had to apply some more of that goo to her ears, and she doesn't like it. Poor thing. Oh, honey bunches of oats. I just hope she doesn't shake her head so down. Oh, she's doing her little... We gotta trim her claws again, too, pretty soon. Poor thing. My poor baby girl. I know. But that's kind of what I've been up to, just plugging away at a few of those last minute goods. Share with me what you're kind of working on. Have you kind of moved on to something else? Are you going to come back for 9.2? Have you kind of still just fully moved on? Let me know about that. And I think today we're going to do for, speaking of gears, and we dropped a hint at it last week. I think this week is my version of gears. This is the Transformer Minicon Gears from Gen 1. This is a Gen 1 reissue that they had they reissued a lot of the Minicons recently. And this is a nice, what I call my clean version. My poor brother's, it was well played with, let me put it that way. The poor guy, I think one of his legs busted or broke or something like that. So, and one of the good old voice actors there, he's done quite a few other characters as well when he did Gears. So there's Gears in robot mode. And just thought we'd take a moment to celebrate this Transformer reveal weekend reveal from our Transformer Museum. Mostly Gen 1. Reissues that look more like the Gen 1 characters than the Gen 1s did. We have quite a few of those. But we've pretty much finished pretty much all of them. Excluding a couple of the deluxes I just didn't want. I was like the deluxe Insecticons, a couple of the deluxe ones. There's a copter, I think it was Vortex. No, Vortex is part of my favorite. No, this is an Autobot helicopter, and I'm not talking about Springo. This came at the tail end of it there, and then a couple that like I've got the full Headmaster sets, and then of course the large Fortress Maximus. We've got Scorponaut. We'll get into all that stuff too, but thought we'd just bring up. There's some gears right here. Another shot from our second camera. So there's robot mode there too. So, and I've got a lot of sweet, beautiful, cute little comments about me playing cars on Miss Mora, and they loved it. And they're like, Dr. Fox, we want more. We used to do that with our cat. Yes, here's gears. Ready? Right off the ramp. Whee! So there we go. Here we go. Get some gears. More, get some gears. While she cleans. Yep. This is her seal of approval here while she cleans. Clean, clean. Well, I'd say more do breakfast, but... Alright, well, let's get in. Might as well jump right in here. Let's kind of keep this for a fairly short one today. I'm going to check our I love my number calendar kitty. And, of course, the biggest calendar piece right there, 9.2, is dropping. I almost said 9.2.5, but that's not yet. That's like the final part before we get into the new expansion. We're gonna maybe, I don't know. It hasn't been officially confirmed yet, but we'll kind of see where that unplays or unfolds, if you will. You can see I'm sitting right outside. One of the quests I got to still tidy up here for Shadow Moon Valley is I got to go get those two pieces. One I had to go up to. Let me see, where was it? Oh, no, pull out. There we go, down here. It was the Shadow Labyrinth. And surprisingly, I didn't realize I hadn't run those quests because a lot of times people just run through those in time walking. And I was like, oh, okay. So and I'm sitting outside of Mechanar again now because I had to wait for it to reset today. So, and any dailies that you run, like your normals, your heroics, those will reset. Generally, at least the older ones will. And so we'll get into that. I love my number calendar kitty. We're wrapping up the Love is in the Air this weekend. So if you want any but last minute Love is in the Air things, try to tidy those up as well. Torghast Chorus of Dead Souls beginning. World Quest bonus event, that's ending this week. Battlegrounds bonus event, that's beginning. PvP Brawl War Song Script. Now, these may change slightly. The calendar, when 9.2 drops, there may be a new calendar. So I'm just telling you what we've got at the moment. It may change. PvP Brawl War Song Scramble, that's ending. The Cooking Impossible begins. And, of course, any of those that you run. And then, of course, see, I put there for our guild right there. Batch 9.2 goes live. Of course, it'll probably be like 6 p.m. Eastern over here for us. And then, of course, over in Europe, the poor folks, they got to wait till the next day. Which technically will be the next day for them when we get ours. But, anyway, I digress. Hatching of the Hippogriffs, that's this week. That's wrapping up the week of February as well. So I hope that you all, thank you again for always coming along, enjoying it. It means that's my little baby. I love that photo we put up on Instagram. We're like walking around like a pretend family. And I had my hubby's character in there, and then he had, I think, the little red Murloc baby on the back, and we're like taking the babies out for a walk today. And yeah, I thought that was got a little there we go, swallowing. But I think with that, we're gonna kind of wrap it up. I hope you folks take a couple things. Call me next time I'm on. I hope you can pull through this last week of February. Find your strength to get through it. And once again, you know the drill. We will